I truly admire Keir Starmer. Never in all of my born days have I seen one man shaft so many people from so many demographics, but Brexit is a rather special case all of its own. The 2019 general election was sabotaged a year ahead of it actually being called, and Starmer himself, then the Shadow Brexit Secretary, decided to stand up at Labour conference and said that nobody was ruling out Remain as an option. It wasn't party position, he acted entirely in his own interests there, and it led to an 80-seat Johnson majority as Labour leavers lent their votes to the Tories to get Brexit done. We all got done, though, like a trussed turkey as Johnson's oven-ready deal burnt his fingers and is choking the rest of us on the economic calamity that's followed. It's still the Remain voting faithful, those sporting proud EU flags in their handles and the hashtag FBPE, wherever they can stick it, have said back Keith. He'll take us back in. He said Remain's an option. Well, this week, the FBPE cheerleaders can join every other demographic Starmer has betrayed by deciding finally, more than 2 years after becoming Labour leader and roundly ignoring the issue ever since, has declared that Labour will not look to go back into the single market or a customs union, but instead Johnson's turkey twizzler of a Brexit deal must be made to work. Just how much more it has to fail is beyond me, but Starmer never has had his finger on the political pulse. Proof of that, if you needed it, comes not from critics from the left, but from amongst his own faction. Sadiq Khan, the mayor of London, and certainly no Labour lefty, has come out against Starmer on this as just one example. Though, of course, there are those who are willfully overlooking this. Femi Oluwole, hero of the FBPE crowd, now says we shouldn't push against Starmer over this, but push him for voting reform. So congrats to people who elevated that charlatan. Thom Brookes, who I'm really worried might actually have built a shrine to keep in his house, is still as sycophantic as ever, and plenty of others are hammering Corbyn over this, despite his vision for Brexit reform, including what the FBPE lot legitimately thought they'd get from a liar like Starmer. But guess what, folks? He lied. Starmer once had 6 tests for a Brexit deal. The Tory plan failed every single one of them, yet now he wants to continue with that anyway. His current plan to do so isn't even a plan. Sort out the Northern Ireland Protocol? By doing what, Keith? Tear down unnecessary trade barriers, yet remain outside the single market and customs union. Good luck with that contradiction. Keep Britain safe, only if you and Johnson and your collective hangers-on collectively fuck off. You're all absolute dangers. It's just meaningless garbage. Can you honestly say this is something you're proud to vote for? Because from where I'm sat, he's just another dishonest, integrity-bereft idiot.